And then here, can you explain this photo here? This is.
Oh yeah.
This is you're inducting Mark Kerr into the UFC Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
I mean, that's great.
Oh, it was amazing. We were down in Vegas, and Mark got inducted into the Hall of Fame. And you know, here's the thing. For you guys who aren't familiar with Mark Kerr, there was a documentary about his life in the early to mid 2000s. At the end of that documentary, he loses, and he loses everything. And the documentary ends. And so you think for a guy like that, like, wow, for the last 20-something years, that's my legacy. Like, that's what my legacy is. So it was such a cool honor. I called Dana White, who's been a longtime friend of mine, and I said, what do you think, brother? Do you think, is this possible? And he's like, yes, it is possible. And for everything that Mark Kerr has done for our sport and being one of the godfathers, it'd be an honor for us to induct him in the Hall of Fame. So that was a really special moment.
That's his legacy now. Come on. That's his legacy now. Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame.
How do we set up where we are in this scene here and Mark Kerr's life?
So right now with Mark Kerr's life, our movie takes place in about a 3-year period, and it was at a time where Mark, at that time, like Mike Tyson at his height, he was undefeated, and he was the greatest MMA fighter on the planet, and he never lost until this moment, which you'll see in this scene, and he was widely feared, but his name was Mark Kerr. That place, I have chills, erupted for 15 and a half minutes, and before the credits even rolled, and by the way, Mark Kerr, who I sat next to, watching, and this is his life, and he's a big guy, and our bodies are here, and he was shaking the whole time. It's a very intense, emotional film, and I was so happy for him, for Mark, because it was his validation that despite your struggles, despite the fact you overdosed twice and you're still here, he's lucky to be alive, things turned out okay, and you are an inspiration to everybody.